precious artifact. During the search for the kobolds, Stryke began to experience lucid visions. They showed a world consisting solely of orcs, living in harmony with nature and in control of their own destiny. Orcs who knew nothing of humans or the elder races. He feared that he was going insane. Locating the kobolds, the Wolverines exacted bloody revenge and regained the artifact. They also liberated an aged gremlin scholar called Mobs, who thought the cylinder might contain something that had a direct bearing on the origin of the elder races. He believed the cylinder was connected with Vermigrim and Tantor Angrim, two fabled figures from Marastantia's past. Vermigrim was a sorceress, and the naiad mother of Genesta, Adpar, and Sonara. She was thought to have been slain by Angrim, a human whose magical abilities equaled hers. Mob's words brought out a latent spirit of rebellion in the band, and Stryke successfully argued that the cylinder be opened. Inside was an object fashioned from an unknown material, consisting of a central sphere with 7 tiny radiating spikes of variable length. To the orcs, it resembled a stylized star, similar to a hatchling's toy. Mobs explained that it was an instrumentality, a totem of great magical power long considered mythical. When united with its 4 fellows, it would reveal a profound truth about the elder races, a truth which the legends implied could set them free. At Stryke's urging, the Wolverines abandoned their allegiance to Genesta and struck out to seek the other stars, reasoning that even a fruitless search was better than the servitude they knew. Their quest first led them to Trinity, a uni-settlement ruled by fanatical preacher Kimball Hobrow, where an instrumentality was revered as an object of worship. Seizing it, the band narrowly escaped and made for Scratch, the trolls' subterranean homeland, where they hoped a further star might be located. Impatient with her own minions, Genesta employed the services of Micah Leckman, Griever Orley, and Jabez Blan, ruthless human bounty hunters who specialized in tracking renegade orcs they undertook to return with the Wolverines' heads. The band's expedition to Scratch was successful and a 3rd star was secured. But Haskir, seized by a strange derangement, made off with them. Kawilla, giving chase, fell into the hands of the bounty hunters, who negotiated to sell her to goblin slave traders. Haskir himself, convinced that the stars were communicating with him in some way, was captured by Kimball Hobrow's zealous followers, the Custodians. Having rescued Kawilla and Haskir, the band learned that an instrumentality could be in the possession of a centaur called Kepatorn and his clan in Drogan Forest. Genesta stepped up the hunt for the Wolverines, including more dragon patrols under the direction of her mistress of dragons, Glozellen. She also maintained telepathic contact with her brood sisters, Adpar and Sonara, queens of their own domains in different parts of Marastancia. Adpar, ruler of the underwater Naiad realm, was making war against a neighboring race, the Mers. Genesta offered her an alliance to help find the stars, promising to share their power. Not trusting her sister, Adpar refused. Enraged, Genesta used sorcery to cast a harmful glamour on her sibling. On their way to Drogan, the band several times encountered an enigmatic human called Seraphim, who warned them of approaching perils before disappearing, seemingly impossibly. Entering Drogan Forest, the band made contact with the centaur Kepatorn. A renowned armorer hampered by lameness, Kepatorn had a star, which he stole from Adpar when he was a youth, but a spell cast by her left him crippled, and only the application of one of her tears could right him. Kepatorn declared that if the Wolverines brought him this bizarre trophy, he would trade the star for it. Stryke agreed. The Orcs made their way to the Naiads' domain. Naiads and Mers were at war, and Adpar had slipped into a coma as a result of Genesta's magical attack. Fighting their way to her private chambers, the Wolverines found the Queen on her deathbed, abandoned by her courtiers. When the cause looked lost, she shed a single tear of self-pity which Stryke caught in a phial. The tear healed Kepatorn's infirmity, and he gave up the instrumentality. Stryke's visions continued and intensified, and he became preoccupied by the notion that the stars were singing to him. The final instrumentality